All right, now what's coming up next is a play. It's going to have about 5 scenes. It's going to go about 35 minutes. There's no intermission. So, just to sort of set the scene, all right, it's going to begin at the end of Hamlet, okay, with lots of dead bodies on the ground and 2 guards talking about what just happened. Okay, so now due to some fuck-ups with the props and set design, it actually looks like a prohibition bar. But I want you to ignore all that. And now instead what you see is Dulcinea Castle, or whatever the castle is from Hamlet. And now I bring us to 2 amazing, fantastic guards who are coming up to the stage. Scene 1. Notice the dead body of Ophelia on the fainting couch. 2 guards.
I thought this was called spear carriers.
Yeah, prop guy fucked up.
Perhaps we should have intervened?
Weren't asked.
I'm pretty sure Claudius asked.
No, Claudius said, "Oh yet defend me, friends, for I am hurt."
So, there you go.
Yeah, we aren't his friends, we're his guards.
I don't think he would have cared who defended him.
You want to get written up?
Who would write us up? They're all dead. I feel bad about this.
This is politics. This happens every day, man.
These people are dead.
Not people, they're royalty. They will be fine in the next life.
Well, you know, maybe we should collect the bodies.
Okay. Let's say we collect the bodies. Tell me, who guards the door?
Good point.
Uh-huh.
Do, you think we'll get fired for this?
Well, if we were, it'd be wrongful termination. This door has never been so guarded.
Fortinbras probably has his own guards.
Okay, we guard someone else.
But I was getting used to Denmark.
I'll admit it has a certain charm. I do like the way they run their country.
You're serious?
What do you want them to do? Cede power peacefully, spend the next 30 years mired in passive aggression? This is far more efficient. Fun to watch, too.
It's funny. I was guarding the door to Hamlet's chamber the other day. I overheard him talking about existence.
Okay, what'd he say?
To be or not to be? That is the question.
Oh, that's easy to be.
It's not that simple.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't. Look, whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles and by opposing end them.
It's nobler to suffer.
Says who?
People.
Which people?
People at the top.
You mean those people?
Okay, just because they're dead doesn't mean they lack intelligence.
Yeah, it's funny. I thought about opting for not to be once.
Just once.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It's just, you seem like the kind of person who would lean towards not to be more than once. You know, like, say, anytime you didn't get something you wanted.
You know, I take my not to be moments very seriously.
Yeah? Okay. When was the last time you leaned toward not to be?
October.
And why were you leaning toward not to be?
Because I was unhappy with my career. I don't want to be a spear carrier the rest of my life.
Really? What do you want to do?
I want to be a playwright.
Well, it's a good thing you excel at guarding doors.
You know, I showed one of my plays to the player king.
And?
He said it was interesting.
Okay, keep up the spear practice.
You know, it would be nice if you were encouraging.
Oh, come on. We're bonding, trash talking. This is part of the process.
According to whom?
People.
Yeah. What's your big dream?
World domination.
You're serious?
Yes. I want to climb my way up the spear carrier ladder.
There's a long line ahead of you.
Not if they keep killing each other.
Touche. So, why world domination?
I really want people to have no choice but to be nice to me.
Oh, I so get that.
It's one of the things I really liked about Claudius. I mean, seriously, he was one of the only people in power who was actually a nice guy.
Yeah, he was.
Always nodded at me when he passed in the hall.
He did do that, didn't he?
I mean, so what if he killed his way to the top? It's just part of the hiring process, right?
You know, if manners were as important as murder, we could have avoided this whole complication.
What does that have to do with anything?
I'm sorry, I'm saying I feel like I'm having an anxiety attack, so I changed the subject.
Oh, I'm sorry, over what?
I don't know, it feels like I'm having heart palpitations.
Okay, maybe it's just indigestion.
You know, it's amazing how I can switch between, you know, being weary of life and not wanting to die. Conscience doth make cowards of us all.
Ooh, you come up with that?
Something Hamlet said.
Okay, you should really say that if you're going to quote him.
Why?
Give him credit.
Okay. Conscience doth make cowards of us all, according to Hamlet.
Cool. He's wrong.
There we go.
No, seriously, I have been unconscious and absolutely terrified. I once had a dream where I was being chased by a lawyer with a spear.
Why would the lawyer have a spear?
Clearly, he was unconscionable. Ha!
Clearly.
Don't worry, man. Things will pick up.
I hate when you say that.
Why?
Scene 2. Our amazing guards are guarding Romeo and Juliet, who have just killed themselves. Hey, no,
This is why.
You're overreacting.
2 15-year-old kids just killed themselves in front of us.
Yeah, it's out of our jurisdiction.
I can't believe I'm hearing this.
What? We were hired to guard the dead. Until they killed themselves, their affairs were none of our concern.
You're a sociopath.
Don't get me wrong, now that they are dead, we will see to it that their bodies aren't disturbed. After all, we are professionals.
If we had said something, we could have stopped them killing themselves.
Who are we to interfere?
I'm sorry, I don't like watching people suffer.
Okay, well, you picked the wrong line of work then. Have you considered haberdashery?
I don't like hats.
What do you have against hats?
Nothing, I just don't have the same passion for hats I have for writing.
You have a passion for guarding, right?
Not really.
Okay, what are you doing here?
Well, I'm hoping I'll run someone who might be a patron, but every candidate gets murdered lately.
Okay. If you're only here for the connections, then why are you getting so worked up?
Because I don't like watching people murder each other in front of me.
You're taking all of this too personally.
Okay, well, if you're so full of passion, and I assume you have a passion for carrying a spear?
Yes, I do, absolutely.
Okay, well, if you're so full of passion, then why are you so obsessed with world domination?
I am not obsessed about world domination, okay? It's a goal. It is something to strive for. In the meantime, I am giving the sword 100%.
Well, I suppose that's adequate.
Yes, it is. Thank you. I was in love 5 times.
What? Where did that come from?
I'm sorry, I sensed we were coming to the end of the last discussion, and I just wanted to save us some time and energy and skip ahead to the next one. I'm looking at this dead body on the ground, just thinking about, you know, times I've been in love.
5 times?
Yep.
Well, what happened?
What do you mean, what happened?
Well, why are you with anyone now?
Because I'm completely outside of the external and internal circumstances that I'm presented with on a daily basis.
Oh, you're afraid of commitment.
No. You are afraid of commitment.
I never said I wasn't.
Ooh, that reminds me. What happened to that one girl?
What girl?
The one you were with.
I wasn't with anyone.
Oh, yeah, you were. Remember? We were in Denmark. I saw you carrying this girl. She's absolutely beautiful.
Oh, she was dead.
Okay. Shouldn't advertise that.
I wasn't with her, all right? I was carrying her. She just drowned herself. She was with Hamlet.
Oh, okay. I thought you guys had a thing.
Based on what?
You were carrying her.
Yeah, because she had to be taken to be buried.
Were you ordered to carry her?
I offered.
Okay, so you had a thing for her.
A little bit. You know, I just want to be a writer, you know, but I have no idea what to write about.
Why don't you write about this?
Double suicide is juicy.
No, not that. This conversation we're having. You should write about this.
So you're saying I should ignore the epic tragedy that's happened in front of us and write about 2 spear carriers and use a lot?
Yes.
You have terrific story instincts.
Thank you. I'll help you write it.
I appreciate the offer, but I write alone.
Of course. No other gods before me, right?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Do you think we'll get written up for this?
No. Look. At worst, we get demoted.
Demoted to what? What's lower than guarding the dead?
Lights. Scene 3. Our heroic guards are guarding the skull of Macbeth. Lights.
Guarding the head of a homicidal maniac.
Oh, come on. Let's let history judge this man.
You're serious?
I am. He had great policies. Imagine what he could have done if he and Claudius had been left alone.
What about all the murdered families?
It's collateral damage.
Your comments grow more disturbing with each assignment.
What? Look, the only difference between the guy's head who's on a spike and the guy who put the guy's head on the spike is military strategy.
Okay, well, I'd assume that you describe a king's success to God or fate.
All right. God gave the winner the winning sense of military strategy.
How convenient.
Look, I mean, see, what do you want from him? All right. I mean, the guy lived. He actually lived. I mean, have you ever lived like this guy? I mean, he had his ups and downs. But what was the highest high you achieved over the last year?
In March, I had some terrific soup.
What's the worst thing you've ever done?
I don't act.
I thought you wanted to be a writer.
Not like that. I mean, I don't do anything. I mean, day after day, I stand here day after day and I watch as momentous events occur right in front of me, and I don't do anything to change it.
Why would you? That's above your pay grade.
Well, that's the worst thing I do. The worst thing I do is nothing. Right? I stand here day after day with a weapon in my hand, and I do nothing about it. I just hold it.
Okay, I'm not going to have you denigrate our profession. Our assignments may not always be glamorous, but we serve a purpose.
Yeah, that's what we're told. So that's what we do. We do what we are told. And I suppose that absolves us of all responsibility?
Yes!
Okay, well, that makes us accomplices, okay? I don't feel as free from responsibility that you do, all right? I stand 2, sometimes 3 feet away from kings, living gods. I feel like I should at the very least be speaking out against them.
Then what's stopping you?
Ending up like him.
Okay, they would never put your head on a spike. You are not influential enough.
Thank you for your comforting thoughts.
Look, and seriously, I'm baffled that your impulse is to speak out. Speaking out gets you killed. You want to do something? You want to actually make a change? Take the sword in your hand and sword them with it.
Can sword use a sword?
I'm fairly sure it can.
I'm fairly sure it can, but please do go on about murder.
Okay. Murder is the only way to actually accomplish anything.
Okay, so, well, how do you figure? I mean, one murder takes place of another.
Exactly. But there's a sweet spot, okay? Right when the new murderer is taking over, when he's a little less murdery, and those are the good days. I have a theory about good times, right? Any good times in life, they're going to last about a week. That's all you got. Good times in love, good times in politics, good times in family, 1 week.
Interesting. So you're saying that if I speak out against injustice, I accomplish nothing. But if I murder a corrupt politician, then I get maybe a week of good times?
Yeah, not quite 7 days. It's more like 6.5, but yeah, you get the idea.
What's depressing about that is that actually sounds accurate.
Aw, thank you. I finally get some credit.
I gotta get out of here. I need something different.
Whoa.
Scene 4, our reasonably heroic guards are now guarding the bodies of some more famous people. guarding the bodies of Lear, King Lear, and Cordelia.
Woo! I said different.
Oh, this is very different.
You're right. It's different. It's much, much sadder.
He was really old, at least.
Can I choose the destination next time, please?
Oh, all right. You got Denmark, Italy, Scotland. You know, maybe you're the problem.
Yeah, you're not wrong. So, what are we doing here? What are we guarding?
Well, see, I don't. Okay. I don't actually know. Everybody let. Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
So who's king?
Edgar, I think.
Yeah? I mean, are you sure? It's not Albany, right?
I'm pretty sure it was Edgar.
I wasn't paying any attention. I'm so good at keeping track of this normally.
Hey, don't beat yourself up, okay? I mean, we're in England. Political fluctuations on the day of the office.
Not fair.
I mean, we should ask.
Well, we can't abandon our post.
What post? We don't know what the post is. Come on. I'll ask Edgar, you ask Albany.
No. I want to ask Albany. You ask Edgar.
Okay. I'll ask Edgar, you ask Albany.
Why did you agree to that so easily? What do you know that I don't?
What are you talking about?
Are you planning with Edgar against me?
Fine. You ask Edgar.
No. I'm going to ask Albany. You ask Edgar. But while you're asking Edgar and I'm asking Albany, I'm going to watch you ask Edgar.
Whatever makes you feel better.
Great.
And now in this scene, the body of Cordelia stands up, and the body of Lear, that was totally there the whole time and not actually directing the play and working the lights, also stands up from the position where, again, it was always laying there.
I hate this play so much.
You are misdirecting anger.
I play a dead body in every scene. I should have been cast as Spear Carrier 1.
Yes.
The director's an idiot.
I know, you've mentioned this several times before and on all social media platforms.
But not to them. They're hearing it for the first time.
Some of them could be seeing the show twice.
Aren't you an optimistic Ophelia?
What's your problem?
I'm bored. I'm in the play and I'm bored. How do you think they feel?
They can take care of themselves.
I'm sure that's what Samuel Beckett said to himself when he was writing a play about a guy taking a breath.
It is a shame that you cannot appreciate the genius of Beckett.
Don't talk down to me like I'm an idiot, all right? I can appreciate the genius of Beckett. I would just rather appreciate it for a minute or so and then go see Wicked.
Theater can be more than just escapism.
Wicked is not just escapism. It has something to say.
I don't want to get into an argument with you.
I play a dead body in every scene. This is like a testament to my career as an actor.
Do you have a better idea?
I should have been cast as Spear Carrier 1.
Yeah, but the other guy had better chemistry with Spear Carrier 2.
I had just as good chemistry. It was a visual thing. They like the way they look together.
The other guy's doing a good job, though.
I could have done a good job too. I mean, probably. And, you know,
Yeah, you could.
but, you know, I just didn't get the chance. It's like, you know, this metaphor of me being a dead body in every scene that I'm totally laying down for in every scene. And I feel just as trapped in my actual life as I do in this play.
You are such a theater major.
It's how I feel. I think the director would understand that, you know, small parts are annoying and give the actor something interesting to do, even just for one scene.
Absolutely.
What's that? Go for it. Is this a dagger which I see before me? The handle towards my hand. Come, let me clutch thee. I have thee not, and yet I see thee still. Art thou not? Fatal vision, sensible to feeling as to sight. Or art thou but a dagger of the mind, a false creation, proceeding from the heat oppressed brain? It is a bloody business which pushes in my head. Mine eyes are made the fools of the other senses. or else with all the rest. I see thee still. How about that?
Oh, for a muse of fire that would ascend the brightest heaven of invention, the kingdom for a stage, princes to act, and monarchs to behold the swelling scene. Then should the warlike Harry, like himself, assume the port of Mars, and at his heels, leashed in like hounds, should famine, sword, and fire crouch for employment. But pardon, gentles all, the flat unraised spirits that hath dared on this unworthy scaffold to bring forth so great an object. Can this cockpit hold the vasty fields of France? Or may we cram within this wooden O the very casks that did affright the air at Agincourt? Oh, pardon, since a crooked figure may attest in little place 1,000,000, and let us, ciphers to this great count, on your imaginary forces work. So that's done? Feel better?
Much.
Shall we?
Let's. Our valiant spear carriers return.
Okay.
All right, so I asked Edgar what was going on,
And?
he said ask Albany. So what did he say?
Who?
Albany.
He said something.
What?
Okay, I was really distracted. I didn't hear what he said.
So you have no idea what he said?
No, I was watching you! He might have said something about asking Edgar.
Okay, well, you know this means Civil War.
Was just great.
We join our heroic spear carriers in yet another, not a tragedy, among the fairies in a Midsummer Night's Dream.
All right, what do you want to happy about now?
Male lover number 2 is, you know, he's under the male lover number 2 is under the effects of an enchanted spell, right? Right? He's under the effects of the fairies.
What fairies?
The fairies.
What fairies? Where are there fairies?
They're running and jumping all over the place.
Are they on the payroll?
I don't think so.
They aren't on the payroll. I don't pay attention.
Well, they might be on the payroll. I don't know. It's not like we have access to the books.
Look, I don't know. You know what your problem is? I think you like tragedy.
That is not true.
Yeah, no, I figured it out. Look, here we are. This is the happiest day in our history of guarding anything. Everyone is together. Everyone is getting married. Everyone's in love, either be it through a magical spell or an equally magical sense of denial. All right? All's well that ends well. And here you are, looking for the negative.
Maybe you're right. I mean, we've seen so much.
And we have understood about 25% of it.
Okay, so knowing what we know, what now?
Strive for tomorrow.
You know what bothers me more than anything else?
What?
And I'm ashamed to admit this.
What?
I have never once gotten to actually use my weapon.
Oh, yeah, I know. That's frustrating.
Very frustrating.
Yeah, it's profoundly frustrating, right?
I mean, do you ever just get the urge to lunge it at these people?
Oh, every day. Every day. Well, what's the point?
I guess there is no point, really. Brevity?
Oh, look, it wouldn't change anything, okay? I mean, One of the worst things in the world that you can do is use a spear in a non-spear moment. Okay? Or a sword. I mean, seriously, don't get me wrong. There are sword and spear moments. They're just few and far between.
So what, you're saying that you actually know of a guard, that used a sword in a non-sword moment,
I do, actually.
and he regretted it?
He did.
Well, what happened?
Well, it was this guy. He was working, oh God, it was a while ago. Troilus and Cressida, okay? And sorry, I don't remember a lot of the details. So convoluted. I mean, seriously, I never thought I could be that bored in the middle of a war, but whoo! Anyways, at some point, this guy, he just, whatever his name is, he lunged at someone else with his sword, and
what happened?
nothing. He was executed. He changed nothing. It was his place to change nothing. He tried to step out of his place, and the universe put him back into his place by ignoring him.
So, you're saying we shouldn't even bother? We're meaningless.
No, we're not meaningless. We help sell it. This
So what?
this thing that we're doing. You and I, life. We had like flavor.
I hate every minute of this.
Once again, Lear and Cordelia, who have been laying there the whole time, rise from the dead.
Oh, that was not fun.
Is it over?
Yep.
That's the end.
Yeah. Were you even paying attention in rehearsal?
What's the theme?
We're hopelessly out of control in a universe of chaos.
That's a downer.
Yeah, it is.
Can it be more fun?
But that's not how life is. Things end and people end, and there's no point to it at all. And I think there's a poignancy to that.
But what was the climax?
I don't think there was one.
Aristotle would not approve of this structure.
It was an experimental play.
Oh, experimental. The universal out of bad writing.
What do you propose?
I propose that we make it more fun. This theater should be more than the merely quotidian. What we need, what Aristotle would approve of, is a big sellout Hollywood ending.
All right.
And we find our spear carriers heroically guarding one more mysterious door.
I thought we were done.
With what?
Like in general.
Yeah, me. What are we guarding?
Well, you weren't paying attention during the briefing?
I was sleeping standing up. I woke up when the captain of the guard called the briefing.
That seems very out of character for you.
Yeah, it does. This seems off script.
Yeah, okay. Well, we're guarding the playwright's door.
Okay, and?
And that's all the information I have. Honestly, it's all the information anybody has. Hello.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Let me pass.
Wait, since when do you have lines?
Ooh. No one gets to pass through this door.
Wait, hold on. Why do you want through the door?
I'm going to kill the author.
Why?
Literary criticism.
Okay, so what's the protocol here?
What do you mean, what's the This is literally the thing that we have trained for our entire... Look, here, the protocol. Huh?
Yeah.
Ah,
No, it's
ah, 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 ah,
Get me to hell!
Hold on! Let's talk this out, maybe.
No!
Am I going to piss everybody off if I suggest that maybe no one's really qualified to fight?
Yes!
Okay.
Okay.
Lead to hell! Cite your quotes!
So you're a writer.
Oh yeah, have you read some of my work?
I overheard you talking about it
Oh yeah, when?
over the last 35 minutes, or 25 if we all picked up our cues.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm trying to be a writer, but I'm not gonna pay for it.
See, that's your problem. You're locked into a capitalistic mentality.
Are you a writer?
God, no, I want to make money.
You just write in capitalism.
No, I said that you were locked in a capitalistic mentality. Now, I am in as well, but it's of my own choosing, so I am free.
So what do you do for money?
I think I want to learn more about investment banking. I kind of like the idea of breaking the law on a daily basis.
No, you won't.
See, we're evenly matched.
I'll show you. Hang on. Here, take this.
What?
Lightsaber. I bribed the prop guy. He's really poor. You see, fool, when you've wielded a spear as long as I have, it becomes a part of your body.
Oh!
Oh, I am sorry.
Do you need an ice pack?
Don't bother. One way or another, the pain will last forever. I'll get you a doctor.
I better go with him. Here's my number.
Oh, well, fortunately, I'm in too much pain to be awkward around you, so, do you want to get drinks?
Where are you stationed next?
Well, we're actually guarding the doors to another wedding. I hear the bride's an untamed, free-thinking feminist. I'm really excited for her kind of a happy ending.
It's a date.
All right. See? Not all bad. You got a date.
Yeah, I guess this is life.
Yeah.
I guess it's just hard to write good poetry about us, you know? We're not memorable.
Who on earth do you want to remember us?
I don't know, I mean, my kids, hopefully.
What kids? Just, seriously, okay? Worry about the first date before you hop ahead to the bris, all right? Thanks.
Okay, look, well, when I write about all this, it's going to have a better ending.
Yeah, it should. Ooh, I would end it at the fight scene.
Give a hand for our fantastic actors.